Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ryden Estates. Now I did a map tour of this map this morning. If you didn't see that, there will be an annotation in the top right hand corner right about now. I'm going to leave you some time to click on that. I meant to say card, not annotation. Oh well, you know what I meant. If you did see that, well done, welcome back. If you already went to see it, yes, they're extremely shiny rocks. If you haven't, I suggest you do watch it, because I give a good ride around the map and, give you guys a bit of a tour. Now, if you didn't watch it and you don't want to watch it, that's fine. I want to cover something again that I covered in that. My name here, RainbowDave Gaming, supporting my work. That is in the credits by default if you download the map. I didn't make any of the map. I didn't do any work on this map whatsoever. Lancey Boy credited me of his own accord because I did a Let's Play of Little Town, which some of you may have seen, and I know quite a few of you enjoyed that. Little Town's going to go away because I've got this now. This is a much bigger, I think, better map than Little Town, going to be honest. Now, if you did watch the map tour, you'll notice that all of the equipment's gone, and I've suddenly got €244,000. Again, intentional, I sold it all. Because we're going to go small on this map. And when I say small, I mean really small. So let's go to harvesters first. We'll get our harvester first. And let's see. The Clayson. Let's buy that. You can see how small I'm going now. You shall suffer. I shall suffer. Let's get our 18-foot cutter for the Clayson, which is actually bigger than the Clayson would really have, and a trailer for that. Let's get our tractors now, and I'm thinking I'm not going to go with the Farmall or any of the Ford Forces because they're a bit... The Ford Forces aren't great, I'm going to be honest. Let's go with the Boucher and the Lindner, as well as, just for a bit of extra power, the Schluter. I will need a front loader, which means... tempting. Which means I'll... No, I don't think I'll need a front loader for a while, actually. We will need a tipper, and for our tipper we are going to use, just because this doesn't have dolly wheels, we're going to use the Kleiner Kipper Oldie. We won't need a plow. For our cultivator, we are going to go with this thing, the 3406. For a sewing machine, we're going to go really small. We're going to go with the Haschia. Grain drill, I know we could go with the Minneapolis Moline. I don't really use the Haschia that much. It can seed pretty much everything, so we don't have an issue there. Fertilizer spreaders, we're going to go with the Amazon ZA. Sprayers, we don't need one. Manure sprayers, we don't need one quite yet. Slurry tanks, we don't need one. Mowers. Well, there's only one mower I can really choose, and that's this ridiculous Polish thing. Which... I have seen mowers this small in the UK. Unfortunately, the only one I can find that is half decent is Polish. Tethers, we're going to go for the far. Okay, so we got to start moving stuff, apparently. That's fine. Going to use mouse and keyboard temporarily, just to get the stuff moved. And this is my edit of Clayson. It's got the sounds that I've stolen from Adon. So what I'm going to do is just move the harvester and harvesting equipment real quick, just so that I can get more equipment in here. Now we'll have to put the header on the trailer in a minute, but that's fine. Where were we? We were up to tethers, I believe. I bought the wrong tether. Let's sell that tether back, because that's far too big. Yeah, let's go for the far tether, the Pottinger windrower, which apparently there's not enough space, so I'll just move the Boucher real quick. We will be starting off with the harvest, by the way, so I'm just kind of getting all the equipment in for now. The Pottinger windrower, no more space. Why is there no more space? There's tons of space. Is the harvester causing problems, I wonder? Let's just move that. We're going to use the Schluter on the trailer, by the way. Let's try this again. This windrower. Yes. The baler. Do I want to go loading wagon? No, let's go baler. The Sipma, of course, as well as the Lizard bale loader, which, again, no more space. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to reset everything. I've decided, because there is quite a long draw required to get it down to the yard. And I don't want to be forcing you guys to sit through 5 minutes of me trying to move equipment. As you might be able to hear, I've got a new really quiet mouse. It is a SteelSeries rival. Where was I? Balers, I believe. Yes, I was getting the Lizard bale loader, wasn't I? Feeding technology we don't need. Auguring we don't need. Weights we don't need. Forestry equipment we don't need. That we don't need. That we don't need. That we don't need. This, I don't think we need anything out of this. And placeables we don't need. Good. So everything's falling out of the sky. Lovely. Apparently the reset point is set a tad high. So let's reset the bale loader. And watch it fall out of the sky wherever it's spawned in. There it is. It's landed on top of stuff. Now unfortunately, now we've got to try and locate everything in here. We're going to use the Schluter because I think this is the fastest of the classics pack. Just going to attach everything up to the back of it real quick. And try to get it out of the field as much as we can. So this is apparently the first field we're going to harvest. Aha, we can just store some stuff over here. That'll be good. I'm just kind of running around real quick trying to get everything in place. Or at least out of the way. I will probably come in off camera and just move stuff around. Can I attach the hasher from this side? No. So the bale loader's gotta move. That's the tether in there by the looks of it. Not too happy with the reset point, Lancy, because it's very difficult to see anything in it. I mean, I appreciate the fact that there is one near the farm, but it maybe could have done with being less, I don't know, wheaty, I believe. Oh no, this is barley. Less croppy. Because it is very difficult to see stuff. I think there's a thing there. Yes, there is. There's the header. Where's the windrower? That's gonna appear out of somewhere, I guess. Well, now we're carrying the... yeah, there we go. If we can just shove the fertilizer spreader off the field as well, that'd be really useful. Or at least get it over to there, that's fine. We are missing a lot of stuff that I don't know where it is. Maybe if I zoom right out I might be able to see it. There's a tractor. There's the header. Where's the header trailer and stuff? I think all I can really do is start harvesting and hope for the best. Hope that I don't crash into anything right now. So I grab the combine here and turn on head tracking, go in cab. We'll be using the... I think head tracking is now on. Head tracking is now on. That's the header. And it looks like it attaches from over here. Nope, I'm coming at it from the wrong angle. Wrong side entirely. This is the downside of having a reset point in the middle of crops, by the way. It's very hard to see. And yesterday I had my head tracking kind of velcroed on. Today I've got it literally glued onto my headphones. Because a bit easier that way. There we go. So header on. Let's get the harvester over to a corner so we can start off at a corner. Kind of think the corner with the big, huge grass headland might be the best option. So let's get over there. let's start using the pedals and the wheel and pedals now. G27. Where is a good place to start? I'm thinking right over here. Yeah, right here is probably the best place to start. So let's get the combine turned on. I first need to unfold the harvester. Ah, yes. Gotta get the grain door open. There we go. In cab we go, and away we go. Now, hopefully, we are dropping straw. We are. Good. Because I want to get bales out of this field. I want to be able to sell the bales. I believe it's going to be quite a long trip with the bales, so I'm probably going to windrow this field up as well. And I know that I've gone from starting to get big equipment on Littletown to starting off again here with smaller equipment. I do apologise for that, but I do like using smaller equipment. And I know these fields are probably a bit big for this equipment, but don't worry, we got €114,000 in the bank. We will be getting a forage harvester at some point. We will be doing silage. I'll probably courseplay the silage sale, and we'll work from there. There's no big worry there. I just want to get into working this map as quickly as I can, and the first logical thing to do is harvest it, because kind of need to find the equipment. Kind of really need to find the equipment, because I have no idea where anything is anymore, because it's all covered in barley. So it looks like this might be a job for a stream as well, so I might do by the way, I'm changing the schedule on the channel. As of today, obviously, there's going to be 2 videos. The morning video is likely to be Farm Sim. The evening video is likely to not be Farm Sim. The only reason we're doing 2 Farm Sim videos today is because I wanted to get the map tour out as soon as I possibly could. There have been some delays for kind of reasons that I'm keeping private. I just wanted to check some stuff out and ensure everything was working on the map. Like I said, I haven't been on it much, but I wanted to make sure everything was legit and everything was good. And as far as I'm aware, pretty much everything is good with the map. Very few errors. What else? Yes, we're going to be alternating maps. Okay, so Monday to Thursday we will be alternating maps, so we'll have 2 Ventonwin episodes a week and 2 Littletown episodes a week. In fact, we'll probably alternate Monday to Friday, so probably 3 Ventonwin and 2, I said Littletown, 2 Ryden Estates. Because I want to get more of the story work done in Ventonwin. I'm really enjoying that, and this is just a fantastic map. I think it's probably better to stay on here. As for streams, Friday is going to be Ventonwin, and Sunday is going to be guaranteed here in Ryden. Saturday, I'm thinking of bringing back ATS MP, if you guys want. Because you guys seem to love the ATS multiplayer. I really enjoyed it too. I think it was great to, be able to play around and screw around and play a game with you guys. And I don't have much time to do that. Really, I might do some Farm Sim MP on a Saturday as well. I can host a server and we can all hop on and have a bit of fun. What else is there? Yes. There will be only one video on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, because the streams will be happening instead. The first video of the day will be going up at 7 AM as per usual, normal time. Second video, as with this one, will be going up to 4 PM. So you guys have have an extra chance every day to watch me being an idiot. Which I guess is good for you guys, maybe? I don't know if you want that, but that's what I'm doing. Want to get more content out. For those of you who went over and started watching RainbowDave. I'm afraid that I'm gonna not be continuing with that channel. I was kind of thinking about it the other night, and it kind of doesn't have a purpose anymore, because the entire purpose of RainbowDave was to test the new YouTube stuff. And to be quite honest, I try and keep my videos to use YouTube's words, as advertiser friendly as possible, which means I don't really need to test what the limits are. It doesn't really have a purpose, so I'm gonna probably close that channel down, or just leave it there until the day that I decide to return to it. So everything's gonna be on RainbowDave once again. I'm gonna be playing more games. I might play Chromagun. Might do a Chromagun Let's Play. I've been meaning to play that for a while, and just kind of been leaving the key. I haven't even downloaded it yet. I have a key in my email somewhere. It's not downloaded, but it is there. I have it. I do technically own the game, I guess, assuming the key doesn't like expire or something. But it is there. I will probably play it, and you know, I want to try and get more than just Farm Sim on the channel. I know that you guys love Farm Sim, and you guys really love the Farm Sim content, and a lot of you guys are subscribed just for Farm Sim, which is fine, but I want to play a bit more. So there'll be a bit of there'll be a bit of Farm Expert, a bit of not Farm Sim in the evenings, bit of Farm Expert, bit of Euro Truck, bit of ATS, bit of Chromagun, bit of everything in the evenings. I'm gonna try and keep it to like 2 30-minute videos a day. I might reduce the second video, or increase the second video. I might play around with times a bit, but that's the new plan for the channel, and I think it's going to work. It's going to fulfill the purposes of, well, 2 purposes. 1, me playing extra games, and 2, me putting out more content and doing more work, and maybe even getting more of you guys involved and getting more subscribers, more new subscribers. You know, that's, I guess, the intention of every YouTube channel, is to try and get more subscribers. What else is there? There are lots of things that are going around in my head, and most of them I can't talk about. This is like my life. It's just like, I think I want to talk about this. No, I can't. I want to talk about this. No, I can't. How about this? No. How about this? No, that's illegal. Okay, I'm not thinking about anything. Probably not thinking about anything illegal. I might be, I don't know. I don't know the laws where you live, so something I'm thinking about may be illegal. Don't break the law, kids. This field I don't think is fertilized. Although I don't know, because it's got a ridiculously dark seeded texture by the looks of it. I will not be afraid to edit this map if I think it needs something added, so I am tempted to swap the ground textures out, like the cultivated texture and whatnot, because I think they're a bit dark. I find that really a bit dark. I don't know if this has multi-terrain angle. If it doesn't, I'll probably add it, because I do like having multi-terrain angle. It'll probably be minor changes like what I did with Colbra. And by the way, yes, that was one of the other things. Colbra is retiring. I am retiring Colbra for FS15 now. Part of the reason Colbra stayed for so long on the channel was because I was hard-headed and didn't want to get rid of it. I am ridiculously stubborn at times, and sometimes I don't do what's best for me or for YouTube or for, you know, whatever. Because I've decided, no, this is a thing, it has to be this way. But thinking about it the last couple of days, I think Colbra has run its course. For Farm Sim 15, I know there's a few Colbra edits people are working on for FSUK, but I think for me it has run its course, and it is time for me to move on to pastures new. So potentially we'll be on Venton will almost definitely be on till FS17. Ryden Estates, At this point, it's likely we'll be on it until FS17. I can't see many more maps coming out. I know Naves That Extended is coming out relatively soon, and Simulate's planning on playing that. As a general rule, there are going to be some exceptions in FS17 because we both want, like, hard-headedly want the same maps, like some of the same maps. So there will be one or two exceptions in FS17, but generally speaking, we forget to turn off we forget the harvester was full and launch off into the field. Generally speaking, we don't play the same maps because we're good friends and we don't want to compete with each other, basically. So for anybody wondering why I don't play Thornton, it's because I don't want to try and compete with Simulate, who I think makes better content than me anyway. That's the honest truth there. That's why I don't play Thornton or Old Streams or any of the maps that he's on. I may visit them in the future, but I will not be doing a full-on let's play on them. Just because, what's the point in me taking Simulate on directly? He makes better content than me, I think, and there's no benefit there. Plus, I mean, we have a very similar playstyle, so I don't think there's going to be much difference between our videos. And I don't want to get you're copying Simulate comments. I know we're friends and, all that, and I think you guys let me off the hook a bit, because you are subscribed. I know a lot of you are subscribed to both of us, and we do make it quite clear that we're friends and we talk a lot. So I guess I might get off the hook with you're copying Simulate comments a bit more than some other people would. This trailer is only going to be able to carry one load from Combine, isn't it? Dang it. But I don't want people to think that I'm just going to straight up copy him. Everything I do that Simulate has already done, and there's one or two things that I'm yet to do, I'm putting my own spin on it. It's going to be done the RainbowDave way, not the Simulate way. Because there's no point in me trying to copy him straight up. It's just going to annoy him, and I don't feel it's right either. And that is... Oh! This trailer can't even take one load out of the Combine. That's gonna be fun. Have I parked everything right in front of the gate that I need to use? Or is there a second gate that I can't see? It looks like there's a secondary way out of the field over here, so I'm gonna use that. Where is it? Or is there a gateway over here, maybe? It's a pond. I know I did a map tour, but this is the thing about playing on a new map always, is that you do end up getting lost quite a bit. And that gate has animation map trigger, which means I need to reverse. There we go. There we go, eventually. And off we go. Oh, I know where we are. So if we turn left here, we get stuck on the fence. We get completely stuck on the fence. What's going on here? Let's try turning on four-wheel drive and lift locks. Come on, Schluter, you've got 150 horsepower and it's a small trailer. There we go. There we go. So this is going to be a fun little journey because, number one, oh my god, is this area beautiful, but number two, oh my god, is this area quite difficult to traverse. There's a little cut through here we can use. Now this is probably the quickest way to the main yard from where we were. I think this is animation map trigger as well, is it? Because if it's not, I'm in trouble. Oh no, it's an automatic gate, okay. Trigger's just in a weird position for what I'm used to. Come on. There we go. Now we get to go along this really beautiful, rugged dirt path. and around behind the silos of the farm, like that. This is a really nice map to try and get around because it's so different from what most maps end up being. Because, I mean, to get to and from a lot of fields, you end up going, let's say, through a field or along a dirt path somewhere. I've taken a wrong turn there, so I'm just going to try and spin this around quickly. There we go. You end up going around behind buildings, and the yards feel natural. You know, it's not a case of, well, you go along this road and then you go along that road and then all the buildings are in a nice neat line. Where's our barley store here? That would be, oh, that's wheat and barley, okay. So if we open up these doors here like this and like this, you can see they're completely empty because the map is set on hard, even though we're starting off with 114,000 due to the size of equipment we're using. I won't be afraid to course play this map. Well, I will be afraid, but I will likely try and course play this map. Don't know how well it's going to work, but I'll try. Just because it is a very tight map and I don't know how well course play is going to deal with it. As well as that, course play is only really made for square fields, and these fields are nothing if not weird. So that is barley unloading, and I think that's about all we have time for today, I'm afraid. So what we did today, if you skip through the video to the very end, if so naughty, what we did today was we bought all our equipment for the farm, including, that's all kind of classic small stuff from the late 60s. I mean, this farm, I guess, is a bit, the farmer spent far too much on his buildings and hasn't really cared for the machinery too much. Maybe he likes the old machinery and he's stuck in his ways, but he got a lot of grants to build new stuff, so that's what he's done. What we did today was we bought all of our lovely classic equipment, which kind of looks a bit out of place on the map, I would admit, but I really do like the classics. And we then started to harvest the barley field because we reset everything and it all reset into a field of barley, and I have no idea where anything actually is now. So that's going to be a fun harvest as it continues on in the stream on Friday or Sunday. I haven't 100% decided which stream is going to be which yet. But I've taken a wrong turn. That's all we've got time for, because I've got to try and find a way back to the field we were harvesting. It's an unnumbered field. Got to try and find a way back there. Until next time. So I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on on Ryden estates. Even I'm on a lot of estates maps and it's confusing me. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button below. If you want to see more from me, please don't forget to hit subscribe. If you want to see more from Ryden, even hit like. Because this is a really nice map. I know Simulate wants to play it as well, wanted to play it as well, but like I said, we don't play on the same maps, so he's kind of jealous that I get to play it and he doesn't. I think he said he's going to play this as a casual Simulate time map. Which is, you know, perfectly fine by me. I don't, you know, we do play on the same maps if we're doing casual time or like casual multiplayer. If you want to help get the channel going properly and get more people in here, do hit like, do subscribe, and do share the video with your friends, whether it be through the share button below or at school or at work or wherever. If you have friends that enjoy Farm Sim and you think they'd enjoy my videos, please don't hesitate to let them to show them a clip or something. In fact, I thoroughly encourage you to do that. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye. I've found my way back to the field. Hooray!